welcome to Lore Theory. Today we will be kicking off the start of the Modern Mythology series. This will consist of several videos aimed at creating mythological styled stories told from a somewhat more modern perspective. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's jump right into it with a story about Dionysus, the god of wine. Before the world was quite so small, and in a land far from what is known today, there lived a young woman named Demetes. She was a passionate doctor, like her mother and her grandmother before. When life became heavy, she found respite in music, and in particular would often steal a precious moment to listen to the birds sing. She too loved to sing, perhaps more than anything, though she rarely had time for such things. In the land where she hailed from, the most beloved deity was Dionysus. Though he was loved by many, few understood the neighborly god. One day, as she stole a moment to listen to the evening doves, Demetes heard another song, one that was deep and yet light, and seemed at one moment sorrowful, while the next jubilant. It was then that she saw of all things, the god of wine himself. Upon noticing the girl, Dionysus laughed heartily and said, "Oh, a caged bird, watching as the others sing their songs, as she's always longed to." He flitted past, lighter than a feather, and yet easily larger than any man she'd seen. Suddenly, angry at his calling her a caged bird, she retorted harshly, "I am a doctor. I have put so much work into getting where I am, and I am free because of it." Stopping suddenly and turning about, Dionysus smiled widely and said, "I am the god of wine, not the blind. I see just as you do that you are not free. You've thought your way into what you call freedom, but really, you've forgotten your heart, and so cannot be free." He turned away, his smile having momentarily faded, before he put a hand to his ear, listened for the birds, and then picking up their tune, began again to sing and bobbled off on his way. Struck by the words of the god, Demetes sat and wondered a while, before realizing the truth of what he had said. But still, she had no idea how to do anything with this realization. She had to survive, and she had family looking up to her. So, she decided she'd go after him, for he might have more to say. The god was well known for his regular festivities, and tonight was no different. Entering his great gardens, Demetes found him enjoying himself between an immense platter of food and a bottomless barrel of wine, all while tapping his feet and singing along between mouthfuls to the music his followers and fellow merrymakers played, danced, and sang along to. Approaching the jovial god, Demetes asked, "Oh, Dionysus, god of wine and ecstasy, how is it that one can be free and be happy in that freedom?" Screwing up his face with a look of utter puzzlement, the god looked at Demetes a moment hard before breaking out into laughter and asking her, "You again, eh? Did you not see them earlier, those birds? For them, things are simple, as they must be." Handing her a glass and filling it to the brim with wine from his own cask, he said, "Drink, enjoy the night and sing. The answers you seek from me you'll know all too well when you can see beyond yourself." The evening was fantastic, and come morning, as was his custom, Dionysus was nowhere to be found, though Demetes was there, watching the birds and wondering if she could really be like them, but then realizing that she already was. From that day, she never lived her life in quite the same way she had before meeting Dionysus. She lived each moment and reveled in it, the pain and the ecstasy. Perhaps it was something in the wine, a bit of magic, or maybe his words merely struck a chord. Nevertheless, she sang as her spirit bid her, and she lived with a song in her heart. Her patients felt this too, for now she was present for them as she was for herself. Many patients whom had long sought help found in her the presence to find truth and the joy to strive on. Thank you so much to everyone who's made it to this point. So what did you all think? Can any of you relate to Demetes? Leave any thoughts and opinions you all have in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, maybe subscribe. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, I hope you all make the best of your day. Remember, always listen for that song in your heart. Until next time, my friends.